Good morning. I'm Dave Watson, one of the deacons at Jacksonville Presbyterian Church, and I'm here this morning with Carol Fiddler, who is the founder and driving force behind Mercy's Gate, one of the local missions that deacons support. And we're here this morning for an update. About 3 or 4 months ago, Pastor Richard and me, Carol, had a conversation about Mercy's Gate. And what I'd like to do this morning is, first of all, for those people who don't know what Mercy's Gate is, let you describe what it is you guys do and how you do it. And after that, I'd like to ask if you can kind of let us know things that have happened within your organization or are happening within your organization since you and Richard last chatted. So the floor is yours, Carol.
All right, thank you, David. Really appreciate that. It's a great opportunity to connect with Jacksonville Pres again. Mercy's Gate. We are a ministry of meeting needs of people who call churches and say, hey, I have this gap, this problem. Can you help me? And we're supported by about 25, maybe 30 churches now, as well as individual donors. So the process is that people get referred to us, sometimes from other agencies as well, especially other agencies that know who we are. And if people don't qualify for assistance from those places, they'll say, call the churches and ask for help. And so that's why you all get those calls. So we try to meet people where they're at. Our primary target is working low income. Though we do see people outside of that category. We do a lot of out-of-the-box things that people don't qualify from other agencies for. So, in fact, we had a funny one the other day where a gal called, and she when she came in the next week, she said, we had to drive by your office last night because we didn't think you guys were real. So she said that you told us that we could make as much money as we could, and you encouraged us to do that, and you would still help us with a move-in deposit. Was amazing because they didn't qualify at other agencies. And that's a little bit surprising because they made around $23,000 a year. So it's not like they were making big bucks, but we really want to encourage people into freedom. We want them to stand on their own and see themselves as their own best resource. And so, so that was really fun to have somebody say that. We just didn't know if you guys were real. So anyway, and obviously our primary focus is we really want to see people step into freedom spiritually, particularly to know Jesus and to know how he has created them to fit into their lives, but also into emotional, financial freedom. All of those things is definitely our goal.
Great. So what's been happening with your organization recently since last time you and Richard chatted? Can you bring us up to date?
Yeah, good question. We do, again, continually, we do our monthly training meetings. So we're always morphing and reconfiguring how we do what we do, restructuring according to sometimes what we see is working and what's not working. We've been challenged, I would say, in this last year, not by COVID, but by the systems that are what shall I say, probably handicapping people from being able to do what they can and should do. And so when we have a lot of stimulus money floating around for takers who don't necessarily need it, who could be working, that creates real challenges for us. So we've been retooling a little bit of what we do, trying to focus in on folks who are determined to help themselves and determined to get out there and work hard despite what's going on. And so with those people, we've kind of done a what we would call open table. It's a model we're kind of borrowing from online. We've watched where you bring to the table different professionals that folks might need that they don't have access to. So in particular, a woman whose husband left her and went back to a country down south and started another family. I left her with 3 kids here. We helped her with finding a real estate lawyer to get their house into her name, not his, and trying to put her together with a financial planner to make the dollars work for her. So there's different, whatever those professional pieces are that folks don't have access to. And we've found quite a few folks who are willing to do this as a gift to Mercy's Gate as well without charging fees. So that's been kind of a new a new strategy for us to go deeper with those who are willing to go deeper. And it's been exciting to watch that take place and kind of form.
Okay. So we're going to keep this interview fairly short this morning. Can you give me any hints about what we could be praying for you right now as a church?
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. I so appreciate folks who are praying for us. I would say that piece of helping people as Mercy's Gate and our volunteers to pray that we would be the catalyst to helping those people step into freedom. We've actually been working with you folks, several folks at Jacksonville Pres with a family, a couple, and lots of financial bridges have happened for them. But one particular one was one thing that kept him from getting better work is a felony on his record that can be expunged. And your folks really helped us with that piece. But it's interesting to 5 months later see that though we've offered to pay that fee, he hasn't filled out the paperwork and hasn't done it. And that's a real spiritual picture. I mean, it's both for his concrete, literal freedom, right, to get better paying work and to make it a better situation for his family, but there's something holding him back, whether that's fear, whether it's trauma in his life, I don't know. But that same piece on the level spiritually, we offer freedom to people all day long, right? With freedom in Christ, freedom to know who God created you to be and how you can find your place in this world, both in all those levels. So I would say just that God would give us wisdom and creativity and actual spiritual insight to know what it is that's holding people back, so that if we can pinpoint that with them together, it puts them on a path of freedom. And that's really our heart to do with Mercy's Gate. So really would love to have prayers for that, prayers for just the ability to meet the needs where they are. And they're not all financial. As we know, money doesn't solve everything, right? So, yeah. So that'd be great. I just so appreciate your partnership. I appreciate you all praying with us and for us and getting involved. It means a lot to us.
Good. I'd like to finish by just saying a short prayer for you, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Thank you.
Dear God, thank you so much for giving Carol the heart to reach out to people on the brink of homelessness. And thank you for bringing her to our valley to start this organization. I want to ask you, in addition to thanking you for that, I want to ask you for financial and people support for the organization. Ask for the wisdom and the creativity on the part of the volunteers and the staff to be able to find the path to freedom for those folks who are struggling not only financially, but probably spiritually as well. Give strength, give power to this open table idea of bringing various professional resources to bear on specific problems that they encounter. And again, please bring forth financial and people resources to allow Carol to continue and to grow their organization. Thank you, God.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Thank you so much, David. Really appreciate you all.
You betcha.
All right. God bless you.
Take care.
You too. Bye.